was great, great exercise. Have a new affirmation. All right, next up is Farrah Sinclair. She's the owner, and she's got her own fan group of Board and Brush in Athens, a do-it-yourself creative studio that holds instructor-led wooden home decor workshops. Farrah is a former certified athletic trainer and licensed massage therapist with absolutely no business training, and is proof that changing careers later in life is fun and possible. In her quest, I love this. I didn't know what this meant. Do you know what this means? In her quest to LGN, look good naked. She enjoys working out. I mean, how could she not? She's married to a college strength and conditioning coach. Her quest to look good naked is a constant battle and would be easier if she would push away from the table and desserts more often. She enjoys reading, watching Netflix, playing cards with friends, going to the beach, and of course, watching football. She and her husband have been married 21 years and have a 20-year-old son and a 17-year-old daughter. She believes that words have the power to make or break any relationship or situation, and they have the ability to change your mindset. Farrah Sinclair.
Thank you, Amy. All right, we're going to jump right in because we have a lot to get to, and then we're going to do a fun activity with the wood boards that are on your table. All right, so words have the power to build people up, and they have the power to bring them down. They can uplift and enlighten, and they can depress and destroy. And we have complete control over the words that we use. So that means we must choose them wisely. All right, so this is a little audience participation. What do you think is the most powerful word or words in the universe? Just throw out some words to me. Good. Okay. That's good. That was a trick question. So the most powerful words in the universe are actually the words that we speak to ourselves. And so this tags right along to what Katie was just saying about a word of affirmation to yourself. So the most powerful thing you can say is what you say to yourself. So think about how many times you have spoken really badly to yourself. You've called yourself ugly, or untalented, or dumb, or whatever mean things we say to ourselves. It's called the illusion of truth effect. When you consistently hear the same thing over again, you start to believe it to be true, even if it's not. If you tell yourself you're ugly enough times, you're going to believe that it's true. You're going to believe all those bad things about yourself that you keep saying. Basically, any statement that we read, that we see, that we speak regularly is seen as more truthful than the things that you only read, see, or hear occasionally. The illusion of truth effect. All right, so let's think about this election season that we thankfully are over with. But do you think about the number of times you saw a commercial, or received a text message, or checked your mail and you had the same little postcards in your mailbox? The same information, they didn't just send it to you one time. They didn't just call you once. It was like multiple times, that same message over and over again, because they knew if you heard that message more than once, you would start to think, well, it must be true. I know I'm guilty of that. Like, I saw that same commercial while I was watching my Hulu show, and 5 times later, I'm like, well, it must be true, It's not necessarily true. They know how to get you, and we know how to get ourselves, that little devil on our shoulder, saying really mean things to us. They know what to do. It's over and over again. Consistency will trump truth every single time. Consider how many times you've told yourself that you're stupid, that you're untalented, that I can't believe you said that dumb thing again, You'll begin to understand that your internal propaganda shapes a false self-image. Okay? Words have great power. We have to choose them wisely. So if you have a friend, we like to call her Negative Nancy. We're going to talk about her a little bit more in depth in a minute. But if you think of that friend that you have that's just a constant complainer. Does anybody have a friend like that? You don't have to name their name. We don't want to know who they are. I hope you're not that person. But you're around that person a lot, and you just feel like they just kind of drag you down, right? They just kind of pull you under and kind of pull you into that black hole a little bit. And so we have to positively harness our energy with the words that we speak. So that negative Nancy, she's got some negative energy around her. We don't want to be around that. So we're going to learn how to harness our words into some positive energy, okay? So we've got 8 things, and you've got if you want to take notes, you can. All right, number 1, making words work. To consciously harness the power of words for your benefit, start with the ones that you're using. Just be very conscious of the words that you use. Not only to yourself, of course it starts with us, right? But the words that you're using when you speak to your customers, to your family, to your friends. Number 2, no name calling or self-criticism. Why are we so mean to ourselves, right? Just us as women, I feel like we are just so mean to ourselves. Everyone is just doing the best they can. That is something that I probably say to myself 1,000,000 times a day because I'm just so hard on myself. So I have to give myself grace. Just doing the best I can. And I might say it out loud too. Mom, did you go to the grocery store today? No, you know what? I'm just doing the best I can. I didn't make it there today. I mean, you just got to give yourself some grace. Be kind and offer yourself the same empathy and compassion that you extend to all the other people in your life. Number 3, I like this one. Stop all self-deprecation. All right, never make your body or something you've accomplished or anything else in your life the butt of a joke. I have a friend, I'm not going to tell you who she is, but I have a friend that does this. You compliment her, and she automatically turns it into a negative thing. She doesn't just accept it as, thank you. It's always like, oh, I love your dress. It's so pretty on you. Oh, well, I changed clothes like 10 times, and, I didn't think I was going to fit into anything in my closet. She turns it around and makes it into a negative thing. So sometimes I think, I don't even want to compliment her now because, it's not a joyful experience. So keep that in mind. Don't talk badly about yourself, okay? Don't make your butt a butt of a joke. Sometimes too, I think if you call out a part of your body or something that you don't like, like excuse me, my butt's so big, excuse me, I'm just getting out of the way. You probably drew more attention to that than anybody ever paid attention to. You know what I mean? Like they didn't look at my butt and think it was big until I called attention to it. And so, just don't say anything about it. Nobody's gonna know. Just let it go. Okay, number 4, resist gossip or speaking ill of others. Y'all, women are so bad about this. Why do we like to gossip? Because it's just so fun, but it's so mean. It's impossible, I like this too, it's impossible for your words to resonate in anyone else's body but your own. So remember that. You talk badly about somebody, you just make yourself look bad. You're spreading that gossip, and that just makes yourself look bad. Because guess what? Those people you're spreading that gossip to, they're going to look at you and they're going to think, I don't want to tell her my secrets. I don't trust her. Don't tell her anything because she can't be trusted. She's talking bad about all these other people. Just makes yourself look bad, okay? Just keep that in mind. All right. Number 5, go on a negativity diet. Okay, instead of you go to a restaurant and somebody says, oh, how was it? Was it good? And you didn't really like it, but you say, I've had better. Okay, you see that? You still told them you didn't really like it, but you used a positive word, and that made it sound a little bit better, right? Okay, but don't come to my house and tell me that the meal that I just cooked for you, you've had better. That is still not nice. So just switch it around a little bit. I like to say this. This is actually something that I stole from Georgia football. You don't have to, you get to. You switch your mindset when you say something like that. I don't have to, I get to. So anything in your life that you have to do, a meeting, a client call, going to your kids' flag football game or soccer game or t-ball game or whatever it is, it's a mundane thing that you feel like you have to do all the time. You don't have to do it, you get to do it. Because guess what? You have to go to that meeting? No, you get to, because that means that you have a job, you have a client, you have a way to bring in income to your family. You don't have to go to that t-ball game. You get to because you have a kid. You have a kid that's healthy enough to play t-ball. You have a community that supports things like t-ball and other sports. So I don't have to, I get to. Y'all need to write that down. Okay, number 6. Boost the positive energy of your words. I like this one, and I feel like I do this, and I don't even, until I read this, I was like, I think I kind of do that already. So instead of saying, like, you went to a concert, and it was good, it was fun. No, that concert, it was so amazing. That we had the best time. Like, change that identifier word, or that adjective word. Instead of saying good, say great, terrific, fantastic. And that just exudes a lot of energy. Even if you're not a highly energetic person, that word that you use, it just exudes a little bit of energy. So it makes other people feel really good around you. You're like, ooh, she had fun. I want to be around her. That was great. That was fantastic. These feel much better and generate a bigger energetic response in the body. All right, number 7. This is our negative Nancy friend. Kind of, what they say about this negative Nancy. If you have some negative Nancys in your life, it might be time to find some new friends. So we're not going to tell who our negative Nancy is, right? But we might want to start distancing ourselves from our negative Nancy. And I find that I just do that naturally because those people just drain the energy out of me. And I feel like I know who they are, and I might see them coming, and you're like, ooh, somebody else talk to me. Because they just drain you, and you just, I don't have the time for that, right? I want to feel energetic. I want to be energized by the people. I want people to lift me up when I talk to them. And so I don't want to be depleted of my energy around those negative people. So we might have to unload some friends, and that's okay to do that. You got to look out for yourself. You don't have to do it in a mean way, though. Don't be mean about it. Just distance yourself from them. All right, next one. And the last one, and the most important one, because this leads to our fun part. Number 8, surround yourself with positive, uplifting words, just like Katie said. So put a positive word on a sticky note. Does anybody else already do that? Like put quotes around your house or anything? Okay, great. So you put like a positive quote or scripture or a positive word somewhere where you're going to see it all the time, even if you like wear it, But if you put it like on your dash, on your computer, on your mirror. My daughter is 17 and she does this already. She's done it for years. I don't know where she got it from because I didn't do that. But she's even left me notes around the house. But she will put on her mirror, there's always a quote or a Bible verse or something. And even going out her bedroom door, on her door frame or on her little bulletin board, she'll have little inspirational things on it. And so like I kind of learned a little bit from her for that. But I challenge you to do that. Because I think this goes back to our illusion of truth effect that we learned about at the beginning. If you see it, read it, hear it enough, you will believe it to be true. So why wouldn't we want those to be positive things, right? All right, so we're going to do our fun activity now with these positive words. So if you look on your table, you've got a piece of wood, and you're probably all like, what the heck is this? And it has a positive word on it. All right? And you also have, hold on, I gotta undo this. You have a little baggie with some paint and a little makeup sponge. And I think this is really important. This little card right here, this is your coupon code to come to Board and Brush for a workshop. And we'll talk about Board and Brush in a minute. All right, so I'm gonna show you what you're gonna do with your paint and your little sponge. So we're not gonna make a mess, okay? So don't think you're gonna make a mess here. We're not gonna make a mess. We shouldn't get any paint on our fingers either, okay? So you got this little makeup sponge, and I want you to hold, you're gonna grab it by the little skinnier part, okay? And then you're gonna take that, I'm left-handed, and you're gonna dip it in the little paint, brush it off a little bit on the side of your cup so you don't have too much on there. And then you're gonna dab. You see how I'm just dabbing like this? I'm not painting, I'm not swiping. Okay, just like if you were to dab your makeup, don't dab your face with the paint. But dab, 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 okay? And you're gonna paint that word, okay, until you're all done. We'll give y'all a few minutes to do that. And while y'all are doing that, I'll tell y'all a little bit about Board and Brush. So this, what you're doing today, is just a very tiny sampling of what we do at Board and Brush. We are a do-it-yourself creative studio. We have been open for 7 years in Athens. We're located on Macon Highway over in the Falls Shopping Center. Be sure you're dabbing too. Be sure you're dabbing up and down and not swiping. Be sure you're dabbing. We hold instructor-led wooden home decor workshops. So we have coat racks and signs with inspirational quotes and Bible verses that you can hang in your house. You can personalize a lot of our products with your last name, your established date, your children's names, your pets' names. We have clocks, we have trays, we have benches, we have planters, we have all sorts of wooden home decor that you can come and make in a workshop. If you don't have time to come and make something and you want something, we'll make it for you at no additional charge. We hold birthday parties, children's birthday parties, adult birthday parties, any kind of gathering of people. Right now we're scheduling Christmas parties in December. So if your office wants to get together or your group of friends want to get together, then you can reach out to us. I believe my information is behind me, so you can contact us that way. And so this is just a little sampling. When you come into the studio, you'll actually start with raw wood. We went ahead and we sanded and stained your wood for you today, so we didn't make so much of a mess. And noise, thank you, Laura. And noise too. Yeah. But you'll start with raw wood. We'll teach you how to sand it. You're gonna distress it, which is so fun and loud. You're gonna stain your wood, paint your stencil, attach any hardware, anything like that that you need to do, and then you're gonna leave after the workshop with your finished product. All right, when you're finished right now, once you're finished painting your word, you can go ahead and take that stencil off, okay? Go ahead and peel that stencil off, and you can put that trash back into your Ziploc bag. And there are also some trash bags around the room as well, but if you just stuff them back into your little Ziploc, I think that should probably work. You might also notice that there are the insides of some of your little letters are still stuck on there, like the O's and the A's and the E's and the whatevers. You have X-Acto knives on your table. Everyone should have at least one. You can use that to take those little pieces of stencil off and just put those in your Ziploc bag as well. And then, as easy as that, you're done. Once it dries, we're gonna go home and we're gonna put it somewhere where we can see it all the time, so that you know when you look at that word that you are capable, you are loved, you are strong, you are brave, you are tenacious, you are beautiful, you are loved, deserving, astonishing, stunning, whatever the word is that you have, you're gonna believe that to be true. That illusion of truth effect, remember? We're gonna speak more positively to ourselves, and it starts with this. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all letting me be here today. Thank you, Amy, for letting me share a little bit about what I love with everyone. Yes, ma'am.
Go to businesses like
Yes,
that?
we do. I'm so glad you said that. That is actually something that's fairly new for us, but we can come to your place of business and do a workshop there as well. And so if you need any more information about that, just reach out. We'd love to do that. All right, thank you. Yeah. You did get it on you.